Hello everyone, this is Andre Pleasant and this is my channel Creative. On today's episode, I want to introduce you to a series of art that I have been working on for probably the past year, I would say. And it's a black and white series with a little accent color, usually of gold, and I use glitter in my artwork that I have created with that series. Now, I am not going to introduce my studio, not officially. You will see me creating in that space, but I will not be able to introduce it yet because I still need to work on getting it prepared to be seen on YouTube. Now, I also will answer two questions that people ask me a lot about, whether or not they should frame their art or whether the frame adds value to the art. But before I answer the questions, I want to go ahead and introduce one of the artworks that I have in the home. I like to live with my art, and that is what I do. I hang my art all throughout my home. I change it out probably every 4 months or so, and I just live with my art. I remember one time I made some art and I sold it immediately. And I went into that friend's home 6 months later. And I looked and I thought, that looks familiar. And I just kind of went on and they said, well, how do you like the art? You know, we hung it over here. And I said, it's beautiful. And I kind of looked at it. I said, where did you get it? And they said, well, remember we bought it from you. So I had let it go and I didn't even remember it when I saw it again. So I do live with my art and keep it around me. So let me introduce you to a piece of artwork that I have in the home. This painting here on the wall is from that series of my black and white with the glitter, and it has just a hint of gold in it, and it is called Molem. Molem in Arabic means knowing. In science terms, there's two meanings to it, and one is for killing pain, and it's associated with some other words in Latin, and I'm not exactly sure of those words, but it also means, in astrological terms, mass. And that's what I am using the word as mass. I have been sort of in this realm of thinking of galaxies, places that have not completely developed yet, stars that are not yet formed, the darkness and the light. So that is where this series is coming from in my studies and my wondering. So this piece I have made probably a year ago, and I do document all of my artwork in video form as well as I take pictures of it. Long time ago, I used to document it and you could only take pictures. Today, we can actually do video. So I do video all of my sessions. So this is, you're watching one of the sessions and how I have created this piece. Now, it is a large piece, and to answer the question, those two important questions, do I frame or do I not frame my artwork? Being completely honest with you, that question is only a question you can answer. It depends on the way you feel about the art and the way you want to live with the art. You frame it if you want to. Now, many small pieces might be good in a frame. It depends on the thickness as well. If it is a smaller piece that is done on a canvas board, you may want to frame it. And then you may not. It just depends. It depends on the way you live and your aesthetic in your home. Now, does it add value to put a frame on it? Once again, that is up to you. You are the person who will buy the art. If you want to buy an art piece that is already framed, then you do so. If you don't want it framed and you want a different type of frame, then the frame that they have it in won't be of value to you. So it all depends on what you want. So that question is best posed to the person who is buying the art. But for some people, framing it may be what they want to do. So it all depends on you. That question has been asked to me many, many times. And the answer is up to you. I can't answer that. It depends on how you live and how you want things to look in your home. Now, I like moving my things from room to room, so I don't use a lot of different color frames. I use mostly gold frames, or I don't frame it at all because most of my work today is done in gallery frames. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed presenting to you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share. Leave comment. What do you normally do when you buy a piece of art? Do you want it already in a frame, or would you like to frame it on your own? Bye for now.